All right, salute to Knicks Nation on this Sunday night. The Knicks put belt to ass to the Brooklyn Nets, destroying the Brooklyn Nets today. 134-98, a quick game recap. I'm here with my boy, Ken Castro. What's going on, man? Tell the people what's up.
What's up, mi gente? How's it going? I'm back. Was off last show, but your boy's here, especially after this ass beating we just did.
Yeah, an ass beating it is. And make sure you guys like, follow, and subscribe. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate that, man. We appreciate that. Ken, let's go ahead and get into it, man. Quick show today. Not too much to talk about. Not too many takeaways from this game. If you've been following the Knicks and you've been following this new transition, especially in this Mike Brown offense, I totally expected, as many should, that the Knicks would blow out the Brooklyn Nets. I thought this game should be over by the third quarter. It was over by halftime. It was over by halftime.
It's funny you say that because you did drop the reel, right? Like drop that quick video saying that you thought it was gonna be over by the third, and exactly happened, right? Like we were up at half, we just exploded the game open in the third quarter. So just came to fruition.
Yep. Four out of the five Knicks starters were in double figures by halftime. Jordan Clarkson, what did he end up with? Jordan Clarkson ended up with 11 points off the bench. This kind of little love-hate relationship I got with Jordan Clarkson. Like, the thing that happened with Jordan Clarkson is I saw him have like a bad shot, like on like the bad three, the transition three that I saw. I was like, yo, we don't need that. I immediately got mad. And then you put in the chat, hey, Jordan Clarkson. And I was like, hey, he trash. And then I go outside for a second to walk the dog. I come back in. He has 11 points. So salute to Jordan Clarkson. You shut me up every episode, man.
No. JC, man, I just need to keep working. Keep working. Like I know. Whenever I see him make a dumb move, I'm like, Malik's gonna cook him for that.
Oh,
and
for sure.
Comes down and gets a couple buckets, like a dog. And I'm like, yes. Yes. I'm like, and then I look. I'm like, did he outscore Shamit? Yes. Let's keep it going.
We're not gonna do that to my boy Shamit. Shamit had 8 points tonight. Tried to dunk on somebody tonight too. Shamit was feeling himself. He almost tore his shoulder again. But
hey. I thought we were about to lose OG tonight. OG took off from like other side of Brooklyn, bro. Like he was like, I was like, yo, what is OG trying to do, man? He he felt himself. He took air, and maybe it was just me that thought he took air on that one. Like I was like, OG, you've been in the air for a while. Like you're not making it to the rim. Like
Timu Kawhi, as we like to call him.
Kawhi. Like I was like, I respect. He tried to just posterize.
Yeah. 28 points and 12 rebounds for Karl-Anthony Towns. We've seen an aggressive Karl-Anthony Towns for the past 3 games. Salute to him. 16 points from Mikal Bridges. We're going to get into things that you're seeing from Mikal Bridges in a couple of seconds. Jalen Brunson, a 19.7, another high assist game with Jalen Brunson starting to dish the rock a little bit more. Less on the scoring, more on the distributing. Salute the Cat. And that's pretty much the game, man. I mean, that's pretty much the game, man. Bell Sides, tell me what you saw in this game so far, man.
You know, biggest thing, Cat having his way, right? We got Bodega Cat. He was handing out Lucy's left and right? Whoever wanted it can get it. And he knew it was his game. He knew, like, yo, feed me the rock. Like, these whippersnappers in Brooklyn, they ain't stopping me. And he went to work and got chippy with the refs, called a tech. Like refs was like, you.
Oh, that was on Jadeveon Clowney. No, not Jadeveon. That was on Clowney. He was bullying Clowney. Make Clowney crash out. Yeah, I saw that.
He was bullying Clowney. Like he was about to crash out when he caught that foul. Said something. I wish I knew what Cat said in his zesty voice that caught him the attack. Like, wow.
They kill me every time you do that, man.
Oh, I love it. That 100%, man. I need to see Cat with all his zestiness hoisting up a trophy in New York in a parade, because that is gonna be meme worthy. We're gonna be talking about it for years. That has to happen just for that moment.
Mm-hmm.
But
Imagine if they do win a championship with Karl Anthony Towns, man. After all the hate that Karl Anthony Towns has gotten, like in the beginning of the season, just alone.
What? Yo, I'm showing
alone.
up. I'm showing up with like Los's face on a shirt that says he didn't believe.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Los's face on his shirt is crazy. Shout out to our guy Los, man. He's saying that because if you haven't seen the show, Los, I don't want to say he's done with Cat, but he's done with Cat. He wants to ship Cat to Milwaukee for Giannis, and go watch the video, and I'll make sure I'll make a clip. But make sure y'all go tune that in. But go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
My low shirt. I'm gonna be like that in New York, like.
Hey, make me one too, bro.
Hey, man, I'm gonna need a picture. I'm gonna have somebody catch a picture of me pointing at Cat like you. He didn't believe.
He didn't believe, right?
So that's gonna be needed. That's 100% happening if we win a chip with Cat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but digressing, my boy Bridges. I will come and point out Bridges, like how much he just means to this team, because he got cooked a lot last year.
Mm-hmm.
Because we did give up a lot for him, right, in
Mm-hmm.
regards to assets,
Mm-hmm.
to future assets, right, picks wise.
Mm-hmm.
But he's showing it, right? Like he came in and said, "All right, like I'm gonna play my role. I know my role is, and this is what I'm gonna do." Dishing out 5 assists again, 16 points. No problem. He was definitely all over trying to hound on MPJ, even though the fact that MPJ is who you got to hound, like that already tells you what team we were facing.
I'm not the biggest MPJ fan either. I was telling my son that during the game.
Listen, I think Denver did great by shipping him out. Like,
oh yeah, for sure. For sure. I don't want to.
No, we're not going to sit here and trash him.
Okay, I got some points on MPJ. We'll save that for another day. But I totally understand Denver letting him go. Let's just put it that way.
100%. Like, we are here. We're Knicks. We bleed orange and blue.
Yes,
we're not trying to trash the team that came in afterwards into New York. Thought that they could claim a piece of the territory. They're still outsiders. They're still from the dirty waters of Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they're playing in Brooklyn now.
Mm-hmm.
You still from Jersey in my eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Knicks treated them that way today. For sure.
Exactly. They were like, get your fucking ass across the bridge.
Yeah. And it was crazy because it was like you could tell, like, just hearing how they talk about the Nets and how they're doing their development process, is that I think the starters only play like the first half, and then they run with everybody else to give everybody else a chance to play so they could develop and things like that. I think they're still going to be stuck in mediocrity for a really long time. I don't see this
like another 8 years.
I mean, it depends on what their draft pick is, because this draft class looks
but you know
nice.
what? Like, is as you're developing players, they're gonna leave. Like, they're gonna leave because they're gonna be like, well, I'm nice and I'm not winning anything here, and I'm getting thrown the same bag somewhere else. Because here's the other thing: they're not getting all NBAs. They're not getting the accolades that's gonna entice, that's gonna get them into that upper contracts where like only the team you're in right now can offer you the max, right?
Mm-hmm.
They gonna get the same money with the team they're in now and with a winning team that they could go for. So they're not gonna get those all NBAs or all the defensive teams, but all-star this, right? Like, so they'll move on for the bag because they're gonna be like, well, I could go win and get the bag. Cool, I'm out. So that's why I say like 8 years, because it's gonna be tough keeping the players. And then you're also gonna rotate from coaches because you're gonna keep losing having a losing record, and then you could say you're developing. Where's the patience in that, right? Like, how long are they gonna be okay with sucking and developing?
Right. Yep. They're 1-9 now after tonight's game. So that tells you exactly who the Brooklyn Nets are. And that's pretty much why the Knicks whooped their ass today, man. That's just
Yeah,
It's what it is, bro. And it wasn't even like it wasn't kind of even like the Knicks had like a vendetta. Like it wasn't like one of those games where it was like, oh, it's like
no.
an in-city rivalry type game. It was literally that the Knicks are just so much better than the Detroit, than the Brooklyn Nets. And I said this in the recap that I did, the halftime recap, is that the Knicks have 4 days off. Usually when a team has 4 days off, they could come into the game, they could look a little bit flat. You know what I'm saying? The Nets kind of were in it around the first quarter. They showed a little bit of heart. But you could tell the game was going to get away from them pretty much by the second, third quarter. And salute to the Knicks for that, because I was kind of concerned like a little bit like halfway through the first quarter where they like the Knicks started out on a 10-0 run. And then the Nets started to kind of like claw back in. And I'm like, okay, maybe the Nets is going to make this a game. And New York immediately deaded that.
Yeah, nah. And, you know, I could see Cat went back to the huddle like, guys, the Nets.
Right.
Right. Like, everybody looked at him like, no, you know, Bodega Cat, we got you, bro. Right. You're right. Not the Nets. No, not these guys.
Yeah.
So they got him right out of there. Like, honestly, this was like a scrimmage.
That's what it felt like.
They were like, you know what? We're just gonna. Mike Brown was like, all right, we'll call set. We'll call. He earlobe. I saw him call earlobe. Man. They started running a couple plays. I was like, all right, cool. Like, these guys are just running through sets now on the Nets.
Yeah. It definitely felt like it was like a practice out there. Like the shots were falling, the ball movement was there. It didn't really seem like the Knicks pretty much did anything wrong this game, and it's hard to do anything wrong against a team like the Brooklyn Nets, who is this bad. But another player I kind of want to shout out, Josh Hart, 11 points again, 7 rebounds. The finger's not bothering him anymore. The back's not bothering him anymore. What do you think about Josh Hart's performance over these past few games, man?
I told you, healthy Josh, that's our 6th man right there. That's 6th man right there. Easily. I see his numbers getting better, slowly but surely, and he'll take that 6th man of the year, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I believe he'll easily take that 6th man of the year. But we can see it. Like some of these teams got some benches, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but Josh is that heart of the team, and having the heart of the team come from the bench is wildness nowadays, right? Like normally it's one of the starters, right? Like Hart comes out electric. He's accepted his role. He's like, cool. You want me to slide to the bench? I'll slide to the bench. And I'll perform. I'll come out and do what I'm supposed to do, which is almost the exact thing he did last year. Rebound, push the tempo, grab boards.
Yeah, so he reminds me like when you say the heart of the team, like not a lot of teams have that where they have to like that 6th man that could be the heart of the team. I mean, it's like similar to Milwaukee with Bobby Portis. Like when Bobby Portis comes off the bench, he injects so much energy and offense and defense and rebounding into that team.
Bobby got that old school soul, man. That's why Bobby injects into that team. He comes on. It's like it feels like your uncle just checked into the game. That's how Bobby feels. Like they both bring that like. Yo, like, you know, if the other team just went on a 6-0 run, you check them in because it'll settle guys. Like guys will be like, all right, you know, let's get it together. Like a couple boards, a couple pushes, right? Like because they'll get him to people's faces, right? We've seen Josh have no problem. Bobby does that from Milwaukee. You got a couple players that do that around the league when they come off the bench, which is needed, and we got that. Which is huge, which is key.
Yeah,
I know your boy Shamet kind of tries to do that as well.
8 points tonight.
8 points. I give it to him. No, not gonna lie. First time in a while, he's been a plus in the plus and minus.
Yeah,
even on some of our wins, he's been getting killed in the plus and minus. He'll be like -4, -6, +7 tonight.
Yeah, well, let's relax on Shamet. So far, Shamet is a comeback type story. All right, didn't even know if he was going to make the team before the season started. I'm saying 12th man. I mean, So, man, 8 points. Hey, I'll take that any day. Now, I mean, you could put him in the starting lineup when somebody's hurt. We've seen him do that. Knicks have been 100%. Successful there. So, shout out to my boy Landry Shamet, man. I support you, Shamet. I support you.
Question: how do you feel about Ariel Hookporty losing minutes to Gershon? Like, I feel like right now Mike Brown is deciding if those minutes will go to your Gershon or Ariel. And he's like playing with that.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily surprised by it after the news from Tyler Kolek this past week is that they're still going to send him down to Westchester.
Yep.
I don't think they'll do that with Portier. Maybe if he's not able to find playing time, they may do that to kind of develop him a little bit more. But I think the reason why they're doing that is because they're trying to give Gershon like a chance. Because the first few games this season, Gershon looked terrible. Like I think he hit a 3 today.
Yeah.
So his shot is starting to fall a little bit when he's not taking many shots. I don't have the stat in front of me to see how many shots he took today.
7 tonight.
He took 7 shots.
7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot.
Yeah, that is a lot.
But that's, I think, in retrospect though, that's 7 that was possibly most of that in garbage time. Because if I remember correctly, he took maybe 1-3 while we still had starters out. So, like, he had only taken 1 shot while like JB was still out there. Those other 6 were, I think, more or less garbage time.
Yeah.
So
I just think it's Porty's young. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna probably go with the vet. You know what I'm saying? Who has more experience? Like I said, I kind of expect Gershon to get going like later on in the season because of Eurobasket and this new role and things like that. But if Gershon's not putting up anything offensively, and he hasn't looked great defensively either, in my opinion, Porty's going to get those minutes eventually. I just think it's a matter of when and not if Portier eventually gets more minutes than Gershon.
Exactly, and I definitely believe we've been mixing it up with some smaller lineups too. I think that it's important to note that those minutes are being distributed because we're keeping Mitch on a minutes restriction. Mitch isn't going past like 17, 18 minutes a game.
Not happening.
Which is great. Like, you know what? He's just coming off the ankle. Let's keep him good. Right? He's moving. He's doing his thing. In 17, the fact, honestly, it's scary to think. Like 17 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes less than every other starter. He has 8 points, 8 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Mind blowing. Like,
that was my point last show. Is that it was like you're looking at the minutes that he plays, and he's only playing like 2-3 minute spurts, if that sometimes.
Yep.
And last game, he gave them 7-8 offensive rebounds just by himself.
Yeah.
Imagine if you had a Mitchell Robinson playing 25 minutes. Let's not even go to 30. 25 minutes. Mitch is giving you 10 and 16, maybe.
Yeah. I'd go as far as like, I'd say 10, 14, and at least another block or 2. So at least 2 to 4 blocks in 25 minutes. That is championship quality.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I think that we talk about all the X factors, and Mitch might be it. Like, Mitch might be what puts us over. Because without Mitch, we looked one way to start the season. With Mitch, it's like, yo, I don't think anybody really runs with us.
Yeah.
With Mitch.
Yeah, I think Chris Finch said that after the Timberwolves game. He was just like, if you could look at everybody else on this Knicks team, but the effect that Mitchell Robinson has when he's on the floor is insane. And he's doing this in limited minutes, like you said. So let me ask you this question. We do know this is a contract year for Mitchell Robinson. Still early in the season. But even though it's early in the season, he missed like the first 4 games or something like that. We see the effect of Mitchell Robinson on his team, regardless of his injuries and his injury history and, the minutes restriction that he's probably going to be on for pretty much the whole season so they can save him for the playoffs. You giving a bag to Mitch?
So I think that throwing the bag at anybody is kind of like out the window. We have shown, starting with Cap, took less than the bag. Like, yes, was it a bag? Yes. Was it less than he could have gotten? Yes, by a lot, right? Then we saw Bridges come in and restructure, right? And take less. So we can make moves. I think that if we win, like, here's the two outcomes. No matter which one the outcome is, right? We win or we make it all the way, right? Both those outcomes, right? The conversation with Mitch is going to be like, listen, you are integral for the team, right? We don't want to lose you. What is a number that makes you happy, that you think is realistic? Because at the end of it, we stayed true and believed in you through all the injuries.
True.
And you stepped in and held it down for what just resulted, right? Like, let's meet halfway in a number that allows us to keep making moves, whether it's to come back and defend our championship, or it's to maybe get that one last piece, like whatever it is that might have missed that didn't get us over Game 7 or whatever it was in the finals, right? Like, what is it that's going to make you happy, but give us that cushion to still make moves? And I think that's Leon Rose is going to be good about having those conversations, right?
So I'm actually going to pull up Mitchell Robinson's contract now. Mitchell Robinson is on a 4-year, $60 million contract currently, making $15 million a year. So Mitch is getting paid. It's not like it's not like Mitch ain't getting paid now. But my only concern is when I'm looking at the minutes restriction with the lack of information that we have from the New York Knicks on exactly why he's on a minute restriction. Is the ankle still not right? Whatever. Could it be a case where Mitchell is actually healthy and this is the Knicks holding him back, and he possibly feels like they could possibly be holding him back for showing his true potential with this minutes restriction? What does the open market think Mitch is worth? Because he's on a 4-year, $60 million contract now. What if he's trying to get Isaiah Hartenstein money, where it's $80 million for 4 years or something like that? And if he has an injury history, he's going to want pretty much like a long-term contract to kind of have like that security just in case anything could happen. Do the Knicks want to do that? Do they want to give Mitch, since you said, hey, let's kind of just meet in the middle, let's see what happens, just in case we might need to add another piece down the line? Would you take less? Would Mitch take a 2-year deal? You know what I'm saying? To kind of see what happens and see how he can if he can maintain being healthy throughout the course of a whole season without a minute restriction, and then they re-examine, trying to see what type of bag they can offer Mitch, you know what I'm saying, after the 2 years. So it's going to be interesting to see what the decision is from the New York Knicks and from Mitchell Robinson after this season.
I also believe that any player on this roster knows you are a part of, if we take it all, doesn't matter the number the organization throws at you, every business in New York is going to want to sponsor you. So you whether get the bag through the team or through the New York City, right? Like, you bring a chip to this city. We've been starving for it since the 70s, right? You bring it here, you are immortalized and you will be taken care of by the city. For life. So whether we just meet at like 17, 18, right? Whatever that number might be a year. And 20 doesn't sound too bad, honestly. Like, Isaiah got the 20. Isaiah's a better passer. Has a little more of an offensive game, right, than Mitch. And not the injury. He's not as injury prone. But I think Mitch is a better defender than Isaiah.
By far.
Right? So, you got to give and take, and you believed in him. And if he pulls through and he comes up big in the finals, right? Because that's what it is. Boom or bust, right? Like we either make it and we compete for the chip. Anything less, we came up short. We did not live up to potential. Because the East is ours. It's supposed to be ours.
Oh yeah.
Like we got our revenge game on the Bulls. Everybody else move out the way. Like we are rolling now. Right? I would love to send the statement to the NBA. We go perfect at home. Let people know why, because everyone has a thing of wanting to come in our house and win these games and put up big numbers. No, we are gonna change this narrative. Like, come in, you want to perform, but we are gonna hold it down and we're gonna win at home. Like, go perfect at home. Right?
Yep. And I think the Knicks are performing so well at home is because now they're starting to, like, when you watch the games now, they feel like home games. Like, you remember before, like, a team would come to the Garden and it's a home game.
It was almost like Tom. Like, I love Tibbs. Don't ever get it taken like for granted. I think Tibbs is such a basketball mind, right?
Oh, yeah, genius for sure. Yeah,
but he's also stuck in his ways. And I think that running these guys through the gauntlet, like, they lost their personality, who they are, that swagger. Like, New York is the Mecca.
Yeah,
it's the Mecca of basketball, right? Like, it's called that for a reason, right? Like, no matter the chips that Boston has, no matter the chips that LA has had, right? They don't call those places the Mecca of basketball, right? It's the Madison for a reason. It's the lights, right? The big lights of New York. It's the Big Apple. Like, we are where people want to be. The celebrities. You want to have your biggest performance here, right? So have that swagger. You're at home. This is your house. You should be having big games here.
Yeah.
Not them. The highlight shouldn't be this guy came through, beat us, and dropped 40. Highlight should be you dropped what you dropped and you held it down at home and have fun while doing it. Because you're in front of the crowd that loves you. New York might crucify you when you fuck up, but we will immortalize you if you come through. Like,
so hopefully Mitch can get that done, man. Hopefully Mitch can get that done.
Listen, I'll tell you right now, this group of guys pulls this off this year. Like thing of legends. Like, we as Knicks fans know we've been through every heartbreak, right? The LeBron decision, right? Like, all these things, the Ewing's finger roll, bro. Like, Starks at the free throw line.
The Phil Jackson era. I'm gonna say that, Phil, since you wilding on my boy Melo. The Phil Jackson era.
Not just the Phil Jackson era, but the Isaiah Thomas era too.
That too. That's that for Marbury crashing out. Bro, yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
bro. Like, we've gone through some shit as Knicks fans.
Yeah,
we deserve this.
Yeah, we do.
We deserve this. We downright. Like, I don't care what Jaylen Brown said. He called us insufferable fans. You saw that?
Yeah, I saw it.
Well, you know what, Jaylen? Keep your fucking hairline intact and stop rubbing it on people. That's what's insufferable.
Yeah,
I want to stop seeing that, bro. Like, the players are tired of it. You saw Washington's player like pointed it out, like, bruh. Keep your hairline to yourself.
Yeah,
stop sharing it.
Yeah, but nothing gives me more joy, actually, than after what Jaylen played, because it's a different contrast about how Jaylen Brown felt in the beginning of this last season, where he was like, I'm not worried about the Knicks, whatever.
Oh yeah.
And now the Knicks are rent free in Jaylen Brown's head after what we did to them in the playoffs. Now, I mean, so nothing makes me more happy.
100%.
Jaylen Brown saying that we're insufferable. You're right, and we're going to be Jaylen Brown. You deserve all of that. By the way, you do.
We are going to be insufferable because 100%. Like, I'm out here I'm making shirts this season. I want the Celtics to sneak into the playoffs. Match us up with them, because that dirty ass lineup is going on a shirt. Like, that spray on lineup is going on a shirt, bro. And I'm walking around Boston with it.
Yeah.
Like let them start some shit with me. With that spray on lineup. Nah, I'm good. And the fact is, I like Jaylen.
Me too. I
like
think Jaylen Brown. I think Jaylen Brown will be an amazing Nick. By the way, I do.
Yes, but you know what? You wearing the green.
Yes.
So until then, and if it never happens, fuck you. Like,
yeah.
Like it's a fuck you with a lot of love. But still.
Because we shout out to Jaylen Brown. We got mad respect for you, bro. Yeah. Everything that Jaylen Brown does for his community.
Honestly, yes, and he is a smart man. High IQ. Give him credit. The young man is up here, super cerebral.
Yep.
Super cerebral, and looking forward to what he does. Being part of the NBA Players Association as well. Hopefully,
great work there too. Yep.
Hopefully, he steers the players in a right direction, right? So, Jaylen, shout out to you. Smart mind, but
you know what it is.
We on that ass.
Yeah.
We on that ass.
You know what it is, Jaylen Brown.
And you know who else on that ass? Macau. Macau lives rent free in that hat.
Nightmares of Mikal Bridges in the playoff. But speaking of this team at home, let's go ahead and wrap up the show with how we feel about this turnaround that the Knicks have had on. You mentioned the loss against the Chicago Bulls. They turned it around since then. They're 4-0 since that loss to the Chicago Bulls, beating the Bulls, the Wizards, the Timberwolves, which was a really good win because we didn't expect Anthony Edwards to play that game. He played. And to your point about how stars would come in the Garden and go off, Anthony Edwards wasn't able to do that. He was injured. It was his first game back, probably trying to get some of the rust off. And Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo, our boy Devo, we miss you. DiVincenzo did go off in the Garden. I believe they combined for 54 points in the Garden, but we're cool with them doing that. They're former Knicks. Like they have a reason to do that.
They know how the lights shine. They know the warmth of those lights.
Yeah.
But I'm cool with it.
How do you feel about this Knicks turnaround? Because now we're starting to see this offense clicking. They're shooting a lot higher, a lot more efficient from the 3-point line. This offense is moving. Karl-Anthony Towns seems like he's finally found what his role is in this offense. And there was a lot of concerns after the loss to the Bulls, even though the Bulls were like 4-0 at that point, 5-0, something like that at that point. There was some concerns about the Mike Brown offense, Karl-Anthony Towns' role, and if he should be shipped out, if he's the right player for this New York team to get to the championship. But it's starting to seem like New York is starting to hit their stride a little bit now, 6-0 at home. Tell me what you're feeling about how the New York Knicks look now compared to where we were about a week ago.
So I'm going to give for all the people that have been tuning in, right? So you have seen it. You actually tuned in when I mentioned it. I wasn't for the fire sale, right? I wasn't for the freaking out. I said give it a month or two. If we're still struggling at that point, then let's panic. Hit the panic button. But we were seeing to start the season Mike Brown still messing with lineups, giving a lot of the young cats minutes, right? And seeing what's up and still not really calling plays like that. Yeah, and then he said, you know what? I've seen what I had to see. We're going to tighten it up to a 10-man rotation, right? 9 to 10-man rotation. And this is what the results are. Look at it. We are rolling. We're rolling. They're still kind of playing the motion offense, kind of playing free. He has no problems calling plays from time to time, right? Like when he wants them to get to a spot, or if he's seeing some lackluster offense, right? This is the Knicks for now, man. Like this is why I felt let's not panic, because we were going to get to this point. We were going to get to the point where we were going to see the tightened up rotation. We were going to see how it was going to really look. We were missing Mitch at the beginning. We were missing Deuce. We missed Hart a couple times. We were all over the place to start, and we were playing with pieces that maybe weren't going to get that many minutes to start off. That are still developing to this moment, right? And will be developing throughout the season. This is the Knicks. And even at that, we are still not at 100.
Oh, we're not there yet. Exactly.
Yeah, because you got the Gershons, right? Still trying to find their legs and find their way, right? You got Hart, who I still think he got more than this, more than an 11-8 or 11-7 game. He got more than that, right? Shamet only getting 8. I might dog on him, but that's only because you dog on my boy Clarkson. I think Shamet is gonna average by the time we hit playoffs, 10 a game for Shamet, 10 a game for Clarkson, and for Hart off the bench will be normals. Will be things that we're like, we are expecting that. Deuce with no points today, and we dropped 134.
Second straight game over 130 points. Yep.
Deuce didn't drop a point. So this is what I say, like, it is scary hours for people. And when you see who didn't perform up to par, but who stepped in. We got a deep bench this year. Because whether or not you think we had a deep bench last year, we might have defensively, right? Like we might, like what Tibbs' rotation accounted for was defense, not offense. The offense was from the starters. The starters had to provide that scoring. Here, everybody's playing defense. Everybody's switching. Everybody's rotating. Everybody's picking up a man, crashing boards because we are out rebounding every freaking game. We are winning the rebound battle. So this is a very different team. Very different team. At a clip right now, our average, we are averaging at least 3 to 5 points more than we did last year. We are also averaging more rebounds than we did last year. We are averaging 1 assist more than last year so far across these games. We're averaging the same amount of turnovers as last year. So, right, like we're still playing a decently efficient ball, right? We are, but one of the bigger things is, yes, we're getting more boards, but we are getting more offensive boards. We're averaging more offensive boards this year than we did last year by a whole 6 rebounds.
Shout out to Mitch. Shout out to Mitch.
And that's across the board. You're seeing it from everybody, right? And then the biggest thing, we're taking at least 10 more shots a game than we did last year so far on average. Like, what else do you want? Like, this team is firing on all cylinders while our players play less minutes.
And I think that's the scary part. And if you add 2 more stats in there, the Knicks are, I think they're like 24th in pace or something like that. And that's higher than it was last year too. Knicks are kind of like almost like dead last in pace or something like that, 30th in pace, whatever. But now, even though they're not that high up in pace, the offense still looks a lot faster than what it did last year. Stat on Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson's dribbling the ball half of what he was during that time of dribble was half the time of what it was last season. Shout out to Brian Windhorst for that stat. And like you said, it just seems like the Knicks aren't even firing on all cylinders yet. And I think the East needs to kind of start paying a little bit of attention to what's going on with the Knicks lately, because I understand Brooklyn is not necessarily like a game to kind of measure where the Knicks are, but the Minnesota game really stood out to me, like where it was like, okay, Julius Randle's coming in here, he's going crazy. Dante DiVincenzo's coming in there, he's going crazy. Ant is playing. And I think we still beat them by like, 12 to 14 points or something like that. And remember, I kind of backed off of that at halftime of that game because I predicted them to win by like 12 to 15 points or whatever without Ant. And Ant plays, and they still win by 15 points. So that shows you where games that the Knicks would have probably lost last season, they're dominating this year.
Shit, actually, it was 23 points we won by.
23, right? Yeah. So that shows you, and plus, and they're still learning this offense. They're still learning. This is the second game, like I said, this is the second game they put up 130 points.
Yeah, and truthfully, if you really think about it, only teams right now ahead of us in the East, it's Cleveland and Detroit. We already mollywopped Cleveland, whether they were injured or not, right? Like. The East is ours. We're gonna end up as the first seed, right? And right now, who's hovering around the 4? Toronto's hovering around the 4. Like whether it's, you know, who I want to sneak in, who's hovering around that 8th seed right now? Atlanta. Atlanta needs to take that 8th seed because Atlanta owes us one.
Atlanta we owe Atlanta.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like they gotta come in and we gonna sweep them. We gonna sweep them because you know what? I want to hit Trey with the Trey needs to come in first round and get run out the crib. So that's what I'm gonna be paying attention to. If we take the first seed, I want to start our revenge tour with Atlanta. Just take them to the house, just work them. A complete sweep, no gentleman's sweep, not a game. Just dominate.
Yeah, so you get rid of Trey and Kristaps because he should be playing by then.
Yep.
You get rid of Trey and Kristaps, get them out of there.
Yep.
And then in the second round, I'm thinking probably Milwaukee, maybe Philly with the way VJ Edgecombe and Tyrese Maxey is playing. Maybe them.
Honestly, I'd want Milwaukee. Because here's where I'm thinking. No, you know what? I wouldn't want Milwaukee there. I'd want Boston because I still think Boston's gonna sneak in, right?
Yeah, you still think Boston's gonna sneak in?
You know why? I think Jalen's that good. I think Jalen, even without Tatum, is that good. I think that team just needs to compose themselves and get things together. Missoula will have them kind of playing on all cylinders, right? Like just by them. They won a championship. They know what it is, what it takes. Think they sneak in. I think they're good enough to get into the second round. Let's get Boston up out of there. Want Jalen once again. Remembering why
nightmares, you petty.
why the hell we're insufferable? Because you know what? I want Milwaukee in that conference championship. Because when we knock out Giannis, I'm gonna look at the losses of the Knicks community, and I'm gonna be like, "That's your king." Like I'm gonna be on my Killmonger shit, like looking around. Is this your king? Is this who you wanted? Get them up out of there. Yeah. Like people are gonna be getting memes from me nonstop.
Yeah.
So, you know,
I would rather see Milwaukee in the second round. I don't want to see Milwaukee. I got all the confidence in the world. I don't want to play with Giannis like that. Like let Giannis get that close. And I would rather gotta stay away from that. But if we do beat Giannis in the Eastern Conference Finals,
I want to dead the whole talk.
You could dead that whole. Yep, exactly. Even if they beat him in the second round, even if they take Giannis out in the second round in 6 games,
no matter what round,
for whatever reason, it's always Knicks in 6. So get them out of there in 6 games and kill all that talk, man. We don't. If you can't beat us,
like
we don't want you here. I mean,
exactly. Like we were supposed to send Cat and bunch of pieces for you, and you can't beat us. We're good. That talk. Like so, I'm looking at it as on our way to that chip. It's revenge season in the East. Like we are coming for people's throats, and we're stomping all over the crib.
And it's a quiet revenge too. There's no talk.
Like nobody don't want the players mentioning nothing or who they want to see. Nothing. Just focus on the game plan. Let us, the people behind the mics, the narrative pushers, right? Like let us make this a revenge tour, right? Like let us hype it up for the fans, for the community. We gonna flip the switch.
And you know what makes this a great story before we get out of here? You remember when we were supposed to get Steve Kerr?
Yes.
And Steve Kerr instead took the Warriors job after what's his name? Former point guard of the Knicks. I gotta know this. I just keep blanking on his name because they blackballed him. So now it's like
not Raymond. Was it Raymond?
No. The coach. Damn, I'm so sorry. I'm forgetting your name. I'm blanking on your name. Mark Jackson.
Yeah, Mark.
You remember how Mark Jackson got them, respectable, showing signs. And then Steve Kerr came in and then took them to the championship, brought them the ring.
Yep.
So far, it's early. I'm not saying this is the same exact story. Tom Thibodeau brought us to relevancy.
Yep.
Mike Brown's coming in, a former coach of that Steve Kerr squad now has come in, sees the potential with the Knicks. Looks like he's taking that Knicks team from where they were and bringing them up here. Imagine the story. Imagine the story that we were supposed to get Steve Kerr, couldn't get him. He went and won the title over a team that he just needed to take them to the next level after Mark Jackson brought them there, a former Knick. Yep. And now Mike Brown is transitioning this team into championship aspirations, man. You couldn't write it better for the Knicks, man. Everything feels like it's clicking right now.
It is, and in the big lights, it's a movie. It's a movie, right? Like, so I wouldn't have it any other way. Being a Knicks fan, and I believe in Mike. I actually like Mike. I like Mike because you know what people don't realize. Mike comes from a strong pedigree tree, right? Like Mike is not just a Steve Kerr guy, right? He was there for a couple for that run, right? From 2016 to 2012, 2022. But Mike also had a stint with the Spurs, where Steve Kerr also had a stint with the Spurs too. Like, these are Pop guys too. Like, they got to share in that time, in like the height of Pop too. Like, Mike was there from 2003 with Pop. Like the beginning moments of that, Manu and everybody, right? Like, so I like these coaches that, because when I go back, like anybody that has coached with Pop shows success. Ime.
Yep, Ime Udoka.
Right? Like Pop has pushed out assistant coaches that have gone to succeed. Right? So coming from that Pop pedigree, man, like I like Mike. I like Mike. I got a lot of belief in him. And that, and when I tell people, look at the offense we're running. Now look at what the Warriors did. Look at how the Spurs played when Pop was at his height, right?
It's very reminiscent.
The ball movement, right? Like, where people hate the Warriors play style is because of the 3-pointers, right? Because Steph is a generational player, right? Like, look at the rest of what's happening. The ball is flowing all the time. It's moving. And that's why it works so well. Like, he's going through so many screens and the ball moves from one side to the other, and it finds its way back to him or finds its way to an open man. That motion, right? Like, it's a Pop thing. It's a Pop thing. Pop loved the game. But in the Spurs, it wasn't a big market, and it's the Spurs, right? Like, you had nobody really flashy. So
boring.
People thought it was boring.
Yeah,
because it was just a lot of ball movement and fundamentals, and it's beautiful basketball. That's what we're seeing. Like, look at how beautiful it is. The ball movement. We're getting a lot of shots. Cap gets to his spots. We're getting they got Cap involved. We're getting all the pieces rolling. This is where the lasting effects of Pop. And now he's retired, but this is what he left the game. These coaches that are still pushing the schemes that he used to push.
You hear that, Phil? Oh, I got to chill on Phil Jackson. He's 11 times coach. Hey, I didn't like that Melo report. I'm gonna always be on Phil ass because of what he said about my boy Melo. The triangle, can't nobody run that, huh? You see, Phil? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But we're over time, man. I guess that's it for the show, man. Anything you want to say to the people before we get out of here?
I appreciate everybody, and make sure you like, comment, subscribe, send it to your mama, send it to your guy from the bodega next door, send it to the Packies, whoever it is. Let them listen, let them tune in, enjoy the show, and we'll be back.
Yeah, man, that's it, man. This is your future favorite sportscaster, Matthew Malik Wilson. Like he said, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. Make sure you follow the Gaming Corner. We might, get some clips and stuff, ready for the Gaming Corner tonight. Might play some Battlefield, whatever. But hey, man, like I said, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. We're anywhere in the world, but you were here with us, and we appreciate that, man. Salute the Knicks Nation. Y'all have a good one. We'll see y'all on Wednesday. Peace.